and welcome to Hope International Development Agency's Evening of Hope. My name is Fred Lee, and I am thrilled to be your host tonight. Thank you all for carving out the time for us to come together in this manner. What a beautiful Vancouver spring evening we are having today. We are so excited to welcome guests from across Canada, the United States, and all around the world, including Hope communities from Ethiopia, Cambodia, and Sri Lanka. I am coming to you live from studios in East Vancouver, located on the ancestral, unceded, and traditional territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. I also want to acknowledge the caretakers and the ancestral lands on which you are viewing us from tonight. Tonight is going to be really special. We will, of course, be sharing incredible stories of hope, growth, and resilience. In this hour together, we packed as much as we possibly could into 59 minutes. We have an exciting online auction and draw, a musical performance from the always soulful Don Pemberton, and we will hear from our dear friends Kim Savage and David McKenzie. Of course, the focal point of the evening is the film premiere, the world premiere of Hope in Sri Lanka, where we'll be seeing the lives of 3 families and the changes that are taking place. We invite you to share your experience at home tonight by posting a photo and tagging us using the hashtag Evening of Hope. Before we begin, I want to acknowledge and give a big special thank you to our amazing sponsors. Thank you all for your support of Hope International Development Agency. Also happening right now is our online auction. I know many of you have already been engaged. If you haven't had a chance to visit though, please make sure you take the time to check out the more than 200 items, yes, 200 items that this committee has put together, including some of those beautiful, beautiful blankets. Simply go to hope.international.com/auction or click the button below and start bidding. I'll be highlighting a few items throughout our evening together, and you will have plenty of time to bid. Please bid, and as mentioned, bid as often as you'd like, as the online auction is open until this Sunday evening at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It also happens to be Mother's Day. Okay, this evening is an opportunity to help families create change in Sri Lanka. There are 2 buttons below, one to donate and one to participate in the auction and draw. Please visit both this evening and at any time. And then be sure to stick around until the end of our time together so that we can celebrate how much you have helped raise thus far for our families in Sri Lanka. You will want to have your credit card ready. Okay? Let's get started. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce the Executive Director of Hope International. Please welcome Kim Savage.
Thank you so much, Fred. It is wonderful to have everyone joining us here tonight. I so wish we could be together in person, dressed up and having dinner together. It goes without saying that this past year has been a real challenge, but there is so much opportunity to make an impact tonight. So many stories to share and so much to celebrate. First and foremost, despite all that was going on, Hope remains steadfast in our commitments to people. Hope always puts people first, period. That meant keeping all of our promises and agreements with families all over the world, even when we had to make sacrifices here in Canada. When I look back on the past year, your support has been so humbling and inspiring. We asked audaciously of you, and you said yes, often with lavish generosity. I was brought to tears at points by how you stood with us to help people. Together, we worked to eliminate extreme poverty. one person, one family, and one community at a time. I stood in awe of the resilience and strength of the people we work with. They kept going when it was hard, when it was discouraging, and even sometimes when it was risky. And we kept going with them. You see, HOPE is a collective of people. It's you, it's our grassroots partners, it's HOPE staff and volunteers, but most importantly, it's people around the world making decisions for themselves that will lift their families and communities. HOPE uses your tangible compassion to equip people facing extreme poverty through community-led activities. They make the plans and they act on them. Know that because of you in 2020, more than 800,000 people in 16 countries gained access to clean water, health programs, food, security, livelihoods, and education. Your generosity and compassion in action put people first. And tonight we are asking you to say yes to the families in Sri Lanka. Thank you for being with us tonight. We are so grateful for you. Please enjoy your evening.
Thank you so much for that, Kim. And thank you to all of you for what you have helped achieve in what is a most extraordinary time. Okay, you will hear more about our amazing film and the opportunities to give soon, but here are some ways you can give while getting some fun things for yourself. All right, first of all, we have a chance to win your next trip. We all have a chance to win our next trip. Okay, it's still not quite the time to travel, but that time is coming. And we've got you covered. Whether you've been dreaming of escaping to somewhere, this is the chance. Just picture, perhaps Hawaii. Imagine the clear blue waters, the palm trees, the endless white sandy beaches, and all the amazing cocktails you could be enjoying poolside. Or imagine yourself in Paris, the city of lights, where you can get to enjoy a baguette and a bottle of wine on your table along that beautiful Champs-Élysées. And hey, what about Scotland? Hit a round of golf on a misty moor between touring castles and tasting all of those amazing scotches. That's pretty good, hey? But your travel dreams literally can come true tonight. For $25, you can get a ticket and be entered to win an amazing $1,500 travel package. The lucky winner will receive a $1,000 flight gift certificate and a $500 gift certificate from Hotels.com. The more entries you buy, the more chances you have to choose your own adventure. And right now, with only 200 tickets sold, you have fantastic odds. So please, go and buy your tickets now. The winner will be drawn at the end of this evening, and we want to acknowledge and thank Corporate Traveler and the Ian Martin Group for making this travel package possible. Now, let's talk about the awesome auction. As I mentioned, we have more than 200 items to bid on, and so many of those gorgeous blankets too. I am going to just highlight a couple of them for you right now. First, you can cheer on our Toronto Raptors. I know Drake loves them, and so do we all. Here's your opportunity to cheer on the Raptors with this package that includes 2 prime seats, the 100 level of course, at Scotiabank Arena for a 2022 season game. You'll have flights for 2 from anywhere in Canada, and of course you're going to enjoy a one-night stay in a 4-star hotel right in the heart of downtown Toronto. Just imagine going somewhere and watching live sports. Right now it's only $1,500, so I would say this is a steal. Or you can bid on items for yourself and your home from around the world. Like this elephant, my new best friend. Or bring them back yourself. Of course, take the trip of a lifetime and travel with Hope. It is one of our marquee items at every Hope Gala. So go beyond the screen and travel with Executive Director Kim Savage to see firsthand what hope looks like for families in Cambodia, the Dominican Republic, or the Philippines. You'll meet families where lives have changed with your help, and you can share their joy and excitement for the future and have your perspective forever change. Of course, this incredible journey includes round-trip flights for two, and perhaps your pet elephant. And of course, we'll take care of all the in-country arrangements. Pretty good, eh? We didn't rehearse that at all. Finally, you might be wondering about this wall of wine beside me. Yes, another hallmark of a Hope Gala. Here is your opportunity to bid on 46 bottles of wine, celebrating, of course, the 40 years of hope. Let's face it, we've all made a dent in our wine racks over the past year, have we not? Replenish your collection and raise a glass to 46 years of hope with these 46 beautiful and interesting bottles from the top wine regions around the world. They've been handpicked by people who love wine. You'll discover new grapes to love and small hidden gem vineyards making memorable, unique wines. This wall of wines is valued at over $2,000. So right now it's an absolute steal. So please, bid on these and other items at the auction, and you can just click the button below, bid often, and without thinking too hard about it. Remember that Mother's Day is coming up this Sunday, and if I know anything, it's that moms love wine, they also love presents, and so do I. The auction will close on Sunday, May 9th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so get your bids in. Next, we are going to be showing the world premiere of Hope in Sri Lanka, a world premiere. And to introduce it, we have the producer of the film, a long-standing friend of Hope for more than 2 decades. Please welcome Laurie Case.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Laurie Case, and I'm the producer of the film that we're about to screen tonight for Hope International. I certainly didn't expect to be introducing this film to you virtually. Normally, I would be in Vancouver at a beautiful venue with about 2,000 of you, and we would all be putting in our last auction bids and getting ready to take our seats to screen this together. So although I desperately miss that social interaction with all of you, I think that there's something really incredible that can happen tonight by the fact that we're all watching this virtually together. I believe that the collective energy we can generate with all of us watching this from across Canada and actually around the world can do some incredible things, and I'm really excited about that. Before I introduce the film, though, I just want to take a minute to acknowledge my incredible team who always donate their time and their passion and their talent to Hope. Myself, along with Mark Chow, Rob Kelly, and Tanya Marignac, have been producing the films for Hope since 1998. But this year gave us another unique opportunity. This was the first year that at least one of us wasn't able to travel with the team. And so we looked to our local film community to help us out, and they did. Catherine Park, who was the director of the film in Nepal a few years ago, once again volunteered and jumped at the chance to travel to Sri Lanka for Hope. And she brought with her an incredible cinematographer, Goran Basarek, and another camera operator, Bjorn Hernandez, who brought home just this beautiful footage and beautiful stories for us to share with you. The other members of my team are David Ramos, our composer, who always gives us beautiful music for the films. So grateful to you. Ewan Dean, our sound engineer, and Greg Coletti, who is another really important member of our team who wasn't able to travel, but still very important to us. So the team came home in February of 2020, and as you can imagine, in February of 2020, the pandemic was really taking hold. In fact, travel doors were closing behind them. But they did manage to get the film home, the footage home, and we put together the stories and had the film ready, sort of naively thinking we might get a chance to watch it together in April of 2020. But that didn't happen, and the film has been waiting patiently for tonight. What I can report back is that in many ways the pandemic didn't hit the communities in Sri Lanka in a way that affected the work being done and the strides being made. So that means that the film you're watching is still very relevant and very current, and we're really excited for you to get a chance to meet these incredible women. I think that the stories that you'll see tonight are something that we haven't seen before. These women are working at an incredible level and just making beautiful strides for their families. And I hope that the way that we bring these stories home moves you to do something more than you might have thought you could do tonight. So instead of putting in your last auction bids, although I think it is still going for a few more days, I'm just going to ask you to put your feet up. Grab your family members, put your feet up, grab your blanket, your popcorn, and sit back in a way that you can really take these in. I hope you enjoy Hope in Sri Lanka.
We live very far from the city and there's not a lot of work around here. So there's a lot of families struggling like us. Sometimes if I walk very far, I may find a day of work clearing the land in the cinnamon farms. I haven't been able to find work for many days now. These are the hardest days because I have nothing for my family to eat. I feel so badly about all the problems we have.
During those times when there's no work, we have to last on one meal for the day. We will usually just share the jackfruit from the nearby trees. The kids are always hungry. This is poverty food. But if we don't eat it, then we are starving. Jamila is a kind and soft-hearted person, and he worries about our situation.
I met Nadeeka in the tsunami. I was on a bus and I saw her with other people waiting for us to stop. The water was already up to her knees, but the bus driver wouldn't stop. Everyone was screaming and shouting for him to stop.
It was really rough. I felt like I was gonna die.
The bus was moving, but I managed to grab a hold of her and then I pulled her inside. I think if I wasn't there, she would have gotten caught in the second wave.
Jamila came to look for me after that, and he helped my family.
She was extremely beautiful. We bonded. I felt so badly for how poor they were. We fell in love and we got married after that. I thought I could give her a better life.
I have to choose between medicine and food because my baby Amish is not well. We don't know what the problem is exactly. He has wheezing and breathing issues. His heartbeat starts to go really fast, and we have to go to the hospital to help him. They put tubes in his nose, and it is extremely painful, and it makes me cry to watch. Then we have to buy medicine from the pharmacy to stabilize him.
There are times when I lose the wages because of our son's health condition. Many times I cannot complete an entire day at work since the baby is always in the hospital.
We already can't pay for what we need to live, and the medication just stretches us even further. I'm so afraid of what will happen to my son. Our neighbors are kind. When they see our kids starving, they sometimes give them food from their table like a banana. School and uniforms are free in Sri Lanka until 16 years old. But we have to pay for the tutoring and supplies. Many times we can't afford it, and then we have to borrow money. My kids are treated differently at school because they don't have the proper footwear or anything. They feel looked down upon. We have so many expenses and we just cannot get ahead. But I'm afraid to borrow money from the loan shark, because if we can't pay it back on the date, they will threaten us. We already owe money to the local market. If they demand repayment soon, I worry we will lose the house. Our land is too small for growing vegetables, and our house is far too small for our family. We all sleep in one bed, which is hard now that my kids are getting older. Sometimes my eldest son sleeps on the floor.
I feel sad that my whole family has to live in one room. It's not really appropriate. We saved a little to start building another 2 rooms. We laid the foundation, but since Imesh keeps getting sick, we can't afford to keep building it.
Kiri 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 bole, rari 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 male, rao mate mate.
Amisha dreams of being a dancer, but I don't know what her future can be. Namesh would like to be an electrician, but if things don't change, we can't pay for the education for him to become one. He has such an active mind and so much potential, but I can see he's falling behind. It is very hard to watch. I am extremely thankful to talk to you, answer all the questions which I've never been able to say to anyone. No one has ever asked me these things.
kiri 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 bole rari 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 male punchi ratti pettiya pitte raumakkiya vele meda sarekkame nivaduwata kiye nivadu inda Sri Lankaye.
The biggest problem for the poor in this area is isolation, and it is very difficult to find stable work nearby. The solution is to help them generate income through their own home-based businesses. Today we're heading out to facilitate a business loan which was requested by one of the self-help groups which is part of our microcredit program. We work with small groups of neighbors together for the common purpose of lifting themselves out of poverty. By working together, they build trust and accountability, which is critical in making this program work.
HOPE International has been involved in Sri Lanka for over 30 years now. Obviously, the big thing that we all heard about was the tsunami in 2004. We're trying to help people rebuild both the physical infrastructure along the coast that had been destroyed, but also their livelihoods. So we try to focus on the poor and marginalized people in this country. Deepika is essential to our work here.
They call her the Queen of Hambantota.
She is an advocate for the poor. She's the glue that holds all of our activity here in Sri Lanka together.
There were certain times when we started this program that I couldn't even sleep. I woke up in the night worried for all these women. But they are so strong and so determined to care for their families. Now the program has momentum. I love encouraging them to reach their full potential.
Deepika works with these small groups, building up their capacity as people, literacy, numeracy, being able to work together. And that can help them generate continuous, regular income for their family.
I
made a request for the loan 3 weeks ago, and I received the money today. I'm extremely happy to receive the loan so that I can start the banana plantation. We'll be getting the plants today. Farming is difficult. To earn something from it, you have to work very, very hard. But my family is eager to help and learn. It's a long-term source of income. That is one of the main reasons I chose the banana plantation. With a loan of 60,000 rupees, I can get 300 banana plants, the fertilizers required for it, and everything I need for cultivation. Within 1 year, I can earn 300,000 rupees.
They always pay back the loan. And then the repaid money and the interest becomes like a group savings and is there for the next person who needs the loan.
It's not a handout. It's making financial services accessible to people who don't have assets, who don't have a lot of equity, other than these groups and their huge desire to really put all their effort into making this work. There's a whole menu of income-generating activities that a family with a little bit of capital can start getting involved in. That could be rope production. That could be a brick-making project. That could be, getting another piece of land to grow rice. It can be the mushroom farms. All these to generate a regular stream of income for their family.
Every morning I wake up at 5:30. And the first thing I do every day is to go to pluck my mushrooms. When I see the mushrooms growing in the morning, it fills up my heart. And it makes me so happy about it. I like how the mushrooms look. And they're soft to the touch as well. The mushrooms grow quickly and I'm able to sell them very easily. This business earns enough income for us to take care of all our household expenses. It's amazing how these mushrooms have changed our life. I spend the morning working on the mushrooms and then I have the rest of the day to look after my house and take care of my family. Before the accident, my husband was a carpenter and I was a housewife taking care of the family. Our boys were doing well and everything was okay. But one day my husband was building a roof and the roof collapsed and he fell to the ground. He lost consciousness and he was in the hospital for 3 months. I was so scared. Suddenly we had no income. We had expenses plus the hospital to pay for. So I started to sell some of our things and reduce our meals down to 1 a day. I was scared of losing everything, but I was determined to find a way to take care of my kids alone.
When I first met Nadeeka, she was at the lowest point of her life. You could just see it in her face that she was really struggling. But the hardest thing was she couldn't take care of her children properly. She couldn't feed them or take care of their education and health. She connected with the Women's Self-Help Group and started getting business training, technical training, and eventually got a loan to start her mushroom cultivation business.
The loan helped me to build a simple shed, construct shelves, and buy seeds and supplies. I knew nothing about process of growing mushrooms, but I learned from Mr. Rajapakasha, who taught me all that I needed to know in just 2 days.
The mushroom market is very strong in Sri Lanka. It is also very secure because it is not influenced by weather or pests because it is done inside. The women can earn more than enough to cover the daily household expenses. I was a public school teacher for 28 years, but I have never felt the satisfaction that I feel right now. Seeing the women flourish brings me great happiness.
We think of Rajapakasha as a god around here because his training has helped so many families change their lives. My husband is home now, but he has permanent back, head, and memory problems. He can't do very exhausting activities, but he can do this work. I like this work because it is our own, and we don't have to rely on anyone else. The income is steady every day. My husband is an immense strength for me. Even though he is sick, it is good to have him close so we can work together. I take the day's mushroom harvest to the road and hand them to the seller. He takes it to the market in the region for me. And I get my profits the next day. It makes me so happy because those profits are enough to pay for all our expenses. Our food, the boys' schooling, clothes, everything we need. When I look back, I'm very proud about how far we have come.
It has been a year now since Nadeeka got her first loan of 35,000 rupees. Now her annual income is 240,000 rupees.
business is doing really well. I'm nearly finished paying back my first loan. And when I do, I hope to expand activities by constructing another shed. It will be bigger and have more space so I can expand my product and even double what I can earn today. I feel such extreme happiness now because now I can see a future.
What's been exciting to see here in Hambantota is that the livelihood programs that HOPE has been supporting, take for example these mushroom projects.
They are not only helping people thrive, but the communities are creating something even bigger on their own.
Today is a really exciting day. This bank represents 800 women in the area who all started in small groups. And this year it is the most successful branch in our network. We are reopening today after renovations that they funded with profits, and we are praying for many more prosperous years ahead.
In our parents' and forebears' generation, a credit union or a cooperative, would have been a similar kind of thing, is that what you can't do on your own, you cooperate with others, and that builds strength. And for the poor, that's super important because they have nothing on their own. They have no control. They have no way to make choices in their life. So getting together with a small group gives them the beginning of choice and seeing a trajectory out of poverty. There are women opening new bank accounts. There are women making deposits, their own very hard-earned cash, and this is their institution. It's great. This is why we do this.
In Sri Lanka, we have a tradition of boiling milk on special occasions. When the milk overflows, we rejoice in the symbol of prosperity and a brighter future. I am so incredibly proud of what these people have overcome.
What HOPE has seen here in Sri Lanka, like in other places we work, is that the poor are in a very desperate situation. If they are asked, what is your dream? They will likely say, I hope I have enough work today to buy enough food for my family to eat today.
And so, with Deepika, these are the people we continue to help.
And when we see families who've started to gain an income stream from small home-based enterprises, they have dreams. They'd like to grow what they're doing. They have aspirations for their children's education and what their children can do in the world. And they know that there is a chance. With hard work, this could actually happen for them.
Now more than ever, people need hope, and hope needs you. Help us say yes. Say yes to Nadeeka, to Chimala, to Anula, and Davika, to their plans, their hopes, their dreams. You can be part of their story. You can be hope. Please give compassionately, give generously, give lavishly. We are so very grateful for you. Fred?
Beautifully said. Thank you, Kim. So this is your opportunity to really stand by women and their families in Sri Lanka by making a one-time gift or through monthly giving. If I was in a ballroom right now, I would be inviting all of you to make a gift. Tonight, you can click the button below to go and scan that QR code on your screen and make the gift online. On the donation page, we have a brief update of Nadeeka, who you just met in the film. Many changes have happened in her life over the past year. Of course, if you prefer, you can also connect with us by calling our office and speaking to our HOPE staff, who would be more than helpful to take your donation. The number is 1-866-525-4673. Once again, that number is 1-866-525-4673. Lastly, you can mail your donation to the HOPE offices. You can use the package you would have received in the mail, just like this one I'm holding right now. So please, we invite you to make that gift, that transformative gift, and to give hope to more women in Sri Lanka. Now, we're going to give you a few minutes to make your donation. We're going to invite you to do so while you enjoy the musical talents of the always soulful Dawn Pemberton.
Oh, so long for this night I prayed that a star will guide you my way to share with me this special day. There's a ribbon in the sky for our love. If allowed, may I touch your hand, and if pleased, may I once again, so that you too will understand. There's a ribbon in the sky for our love. Ooh, da 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 da. Coincidence, and for more than a lucky chance. But what it is it's always meant. There's a ribbon in the sky for our love. We can't lose. With God on our side, we'll find strength. Yeah, yeah, yeah. With each tear we've cried. It's you and I, and a ribbon in the sky, ribbon in the sky, ribbon in the sky for our love. For our love. There's a ribbon in the sky Ooh, there's a ribbon in the sky for our love. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. There's a ribbon in the sky, ribbon in the sky. There's a ribbon in the sky for our love. I wanna know if you feel it, or am I out of line? I wanna know, do you see it? Or is it all in this head of mine? Don't mean to stir up the pot, make what it's not. Gotta take my chances. This could be a long shot, give it all we got. See how sweet romance is. Let's go deeper, dive in feet first. Let's go deeper, baby, let's go. Let's get deep, let's go deeper. Dive in feet first. Let's go deeper, baby, let's go. Let's get deep. I wanna know, could this be it? I can tell if it's the right time. You gotta show me that you mean it, yeah, yeah. Or are you just a friend of mine? Don't mean to stir up the pot, make it what it's not. Gotta take my chances. This could be a long shot, give it all we got. See how sweet romance is. Let's go deeper, dive in feet first. Let's go deeper, baby, let's go. Let's get deep, let's go deeper. Dive in feet first. Let's go deeper, baby, let's go. Let's get deep. Just like roots growing underground, or water in a well. Dig down low, that's where we gotta go. It's the only way to tell if our hearts and minds will intertwine. Give life to love and let it shine. Don't know if we're meant to be, only one way to see. And let's get deep. Deeper, deeper, yeah. Deeper, deeper. Ooh, let's go, let's go, let's go, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, baby, let's go, yeah. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get deep.
Friends, that was a great film. It was wonderful to see it. It was wonderful to see the changes in those people's lives. It was wonderful to see the people who made the film. I can't help but be so thankful for Laurie Case and the other people that are part of her team. It's amazing. They make a difference. But I'll tell you what, you are making a difference. You are changing lives. You are doing great things for this world. You understand that you're connected to the rest of this world. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I want to sit with you. I want to be with you and tell you you're making a change. You're doing a good thing. You are the best. You are kind people. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Fred, it's up to you.
Thank you, David. Two powerful words. Thank you. With gratitude, we thank you. We've been watching the leaderboard and it is lighting up because of you. Thank you. Before we conclude this evening and share with you what you have all helped raise tonight, A final reminder that the online auction of amazing items and experiences closes this Mother's Day, Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you've ever thought it would be amazing to experience what you have seen in the film, please consider bidding on the Trip with Hope with Kim. Or if you would like to spend some time with Kim, perhaps water skiing, you can do that too. Apparently she's an avid water skier. Or if it's David who you'd like to have deliver a cake to your home for the right price, he's willing to do that as well, right to your door. You can see all of our trips available to bid on right in front of you. If it's the wine, we have that as well. We still have that 46 bottles of wine celebrating the 46 incredible years of hope. So please, continue to bid and bid often. Okay, now for the winner of the travel package draw. The lucky person that will be planning their next adventure when it is safe to do so again, and I do hope that is real soon. I am going to invite Kim, who will share with us the lucky winner. You will also be notified tonight via email to just confirm your prize. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Fred.
Are we ready to share the winner of the travel package?
I think so. Are we ready to spill the beans?
I'm ready.
All right. Margaret and Mitchell Oakes, you have won the Choose Your Own Adventure package.
Truly amazing. I wonder, Kim, if they'll invite us along.
I hope so. So we'll let you know later tonight, Margaret and Mitch.
Congratulations. Okay. I think we have some more news.
I hope so.
What a wonderful night it has been. Thank you again to all of our event sponsors, event partners, our auction donors, our special guests, and of course, you, for making our first ever Virtual Hope Gala a success and so special. The moment we have all been waiting for. Let's reveal how much has been raised thus far. Kim, I'll allow you to share the good news.
Okay, so this is as of right now, and we know the phones are still going and the internet's still going and all that sort of thing. But as of right now, we have raised $239,000 and 25 bucks.
That is amazing.
It's amazing. It's so amazing. It's amazing.
And
so good.
Counting.
So good.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you are all doing a happy dance at home because I'm having one right here in the studio with our small but mighty team. Truly amazing. Thank you.
So this concludes our evening, and I just want to take this final opportunity to thank each and every one of you who took the time to join us, bid on auction items, purchase a draw ticket, or make a donation. Not only did you show up, you stood up for real change, for families in Sri Lanka, and we are so grateful for you. We appreciate you.
And thank you to the small but mighty team in the studio for making us feel so welcome and keeping us safe. I'm hopeful next year we can come together in person once again. Until then, thank you. Thank you, Hope family. You did it again. I'm Fred Lee, and on behalf of Kim, Laurie, Dawn, and David, have a great night.
Good night.